Votre enseignante de la langue française, and in this video I'm going to teach you Passé Composé partie 4. That means we are going to study past tense part 4.
Before we begin with this video, I would like to introduce you to my website www.learnfrenchbysuchita.com, where you will find recorded courses for all your French language needs. We have courses for DELF A1, DELF A2, DELF B1, TEF TCF recorded course, French phonetics as well. We have special courses for our school students ranging from grade 5 to grade 8. We also have courses for university students who are enrolled in certificate course or diploma course in Delhi University. And finally, we also have courses for our school students who are aiming to appear for their DELF Prim or DELF Junior examinations. So hurry up and check it out.
So without any further ado, let's get into the video. And as I already told you, in this video, we are going to study Passé Composé. And this is the fourth and the last part of our series, Passé Composé, which is the past tense. Before we begin with this video, I would request you to watch this video till the end. And in case you like this video, please do not forget to give a thumbs up to the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel and mention your comments in the comment section below. In case you're not following me over my Instagram page, which is Learn French by Suchita, go and follow me over there as well. Now let's just start with this video. This is the last leg of our series, Passé Composé. In the first two parts, I have taught you Passé Composé with avoir. Now in the third part, in the previous video, we studied Passé Composé with être, and we did the list of the verbs which go with être with the abbreviation Dr. and Mrs. von der Tromp. Now in this video, I am going to teach you how do you actually conjugate the verb in Passé Composé with the verb être. So we are going to take certain examples and I am going to show you how do you conjugate the verb in past tense with the verb être. And what is the concept of accord? Because I told you accord happens only with the verbs which go with être. That does not happen with the verbs which go with avoir. Now, so as per the formula which we did in video number 3, we are going to write all the subjects. Subjects are je, tu, il, elle, on, nous, vous, il pluriel, elle pluriel. So I've written all the subjects over here. Now I've chosen the verb aller. If you look at the list of Dr. and Mrs. von der Tromp, there you had the verb aller. So since aller was there in the list of Dr. and Mrs. von der Tromp, it is going to go with the verb être. So now since it is going with the verb être, you are going to write the conjugation of the verb être in the present tense, which is je suis, tu es, il est, elle est, on est, nous sommes, vous êtes, ils sont, elles sont. Now, followed by the past participle of the verb aller. Now, in the previous video, we also studied all the verbs along with their participe passé. Now, since it is er verb, what we are going to do? You are going to remove this er. You are going to write e with the accent aigu. So, this is the participe passé, which is aller. So, je suis allé, tu es allé, il est allé, elle est allée, on est allé, nous sommes allés, vous êtes allés, ils sont allés, elles sont allées. Now this participe passé remains same with all the subjects. Now comes the concept of accord. So in case of accord, what do you need to do? First of all, you accord the participe passé. You are going to accord the past participle. So what exactly is accord? In French, if you want to write the feminine of something, what do? You add e. And if you want to write the plural of something, you add s. Now this concept of making something feminine or plural, that concept is known as accord. Right? Now, since the verb aller is going with the verb être, you are going to accord the participe passé. Okay, with avoir that does not happen. Now, how would you accord? You accord as per the subject. Je. Now, je suis allé, which means I went or I have gone. Passé composé in French is equivalent to two tenses in English, which is either simple past or present perfect, which is I went or I have gone. So je suis allé is going to give you two senses, either I went or I have gone. Tu es allé would be you went or you have gone. So Similarly, he went or he has gone, she went or she has gone, and likewise. So if je suis allé is being said by a male, supposedly a male is saying I went, so he would write it as it is, because in that case je is masculine and je is singular, because a male is saying that. But now supposedly I am saying I went, so in that case I became feminine singular. So in the case of je, you have two possibilities. Either it can be masculine singular or feminine singular, depending upon who is speaking. So now if a female is speaking, she will write it with another e. Pronunciation is going to be same. Je suis allé, right? So this e might or might not come depending upon who is saying, right? So what I'm going to do, this uncertainty I'm going to show by writing e in brackets. Because we are not sure, e might come, e might not come, right? Now, tu es allé, again, supposedly I am saying this to a male, that you went. So in that case, you is masculine singular. In that case, this is perfectly alright. But supposedly, if he is saying it to me, that Suchita, you went, in that case, you became feminine singular. So here also you have two possibilities. Either it can be this or it can be this, right? So I'm going to again write that uncertainty by writing e inside the brackets, because I'm not sure, e might come, e might not come, right? Now in case of il est allé, now il est allé, which means he went, he is always going to be masculine singular. So this is always and always going to be masculine singular, so this is going to remain same. Now in case of elle est allée, elle is always going to be feminine and always going to be singular, always. So elle est allée, I'm going to write e like that, not inside brackets, because here we are not uncertain, we are certain, we are sure that it is always going to be feminine singular, so we are going to write allée like that. Elle est allée. Now be very careful that the pronunciation is going to be same in all the cases. Je suis allé, tu es allé, il est allé, elle est allée. We are writing this e, but the pronunciation remains same, right? Now the next one is on est allé. Now on has two meanings. If you know, on means one also, on means we also. So now let's just look at one first of all. Now one, like one goes to the supermarket to buy the vegetables. So one can be masculine, one can be feminine, right? So in that uncertainty will be shown by putting e inside the brackets. Now here we, so see in this case it can be masculine, it can be feminine. Also the fact that this is singular. When we are talking about one, this is singular, and when we are talking about we, that is plural. So again, we are not even sure about whether it is going to be singular or plural, because the meaning exists both for the subject on. So we are going to write s also inside the brackets, because we are not sure about e also, masculine, feminine also, and we are not even sure about singular and plural as well. Right? Now the next one is nous sommes allés. Now in case of nous, supposedly there is a group of males who is saying that we went. There's a group of males who is saying we went. So in that case, we is going to be masculine and it is going to be plural. So since it is going to be masculine, we'll write it like that, and plural will be shown by putting an s. Right? Now the second possibility, supposedly there is a group of female who is saying we went. In that case, you are going to put e also and you are going to put s as well, because that is feminine also and that is plural also. So in this case, if you see, we are sure about s. In both the cases, we is always going to be plural, right? But we are not sure about e. If it is a group of males, you are not going to put this e. If it is a group of females, you are going to put this e, right? So we are not sure about e, but we are sure about s. So what we are going to write, we are going to write it like this. E we are going to put inside brackets because we are not sure, but for s we are sure, so we'll write it like this. Make sense? Now the next one is vous êtes allé. Now vous can be used for masculine, can be used for feminine. So we are not sure. If you are talking to a male, we will not write this e, but if we are talking to a female, you will write this e. Now vous is also used for singular cases, also used for plural cases. For plural cases, all of us know that we use vous. Now in singular cases, where do you use? When you're talking formally to anyone. Supposedly you're talking to the director of your company. So he is singular, but still you will use vous because he is formal to you. So it is used for singular cases also, and it is used for plural cases as well. So that is why we are going to put s also inside the brackets, because we are not sure, right? Now in case of il, we are sure that this is going to be masculine and this is going to be plural. I'm sorry, this is going to be plural. So masculine and plural, il. So we are going to put an s. And in case of L, we are sure that it is going to be feminine and it is going to be plural. Feminine plural, so we are going to put this E and also S. We are sure that L is always going to be feminine, always going to be plural. So E and S not inside the brackets but outside the brackets. Pronunciation is going to remain the same. So, je suis allé, tu es allé, il est allé, elle est allée, on est allé, nous sommes allés, vous êtes allés, ils sont allés, et elles sont allées. The meaning would be I went or I have gone, you went or you have gone, he went or he has gone, she went or she has gone, and likewise. Now let's take up another example, and the verb is partir. Partir. So I've conjugated the verb partir in Passé Composé. If you look at the list of Dr. and Mrs. Van der Tromp, you will again find the verb partir, and that goes with the verb être, right? So, je suis parti. You're going to again follow the same formula, write all the subjects, followed by the conjugation of the verb être in the present tense, followed by the past participle of the verb partir, which is parti. And then you're going to accord on the same basis which I taught you in the previous slide for the verb aller. Right? So, je suis parti, which means I left or I have left. I told you, Passé Composé in French is equivalent to two tenses, which is simple past or present perfect. So, I left or I have left. Tu es parti, which would be you left or you have left. Il est parti, he left or he has left. Elle est partie, she left or she has left. So, je suis parti, tu es parti, il est parti, elle est partie with E, but the pronunciation is going to remain the same. On est parti, nous sommes partis, vous êtes partis, ils sont partis, et elles sont parties. Likewise, you're going to conjugate all the verbs which are there in Dr. and Mrs. Van der Tromp in Passé Composé. Now let's just do how do you write the negative of Passé Composé with être. For that I've chosen two examples. Je suis allé. Je suis allé. Now what do you need to do? You just need to select the verb être, the auxiliary verb être. Before that you need to put ne, and after that you need to put pas, which makes it je ne suis pas allé. So, je suis allé, which meant I went or I have gone. Here, je ne suis pas allé, which means I didn't go or I have not gone. The next is tu es parti, right? Now, the next is tu es parti. Again, you have to choose the verb être. Before that, put ne, and after that, put pas. Ne changes into an apostrophe because there is a vowel after that. So, correspondingly, it becomes tu n'es pas parti. Tu n'es pas parti, which means you didn't leave or you have not left. So what you need to do, you just need to select the verb être, put ne before that and put pas after that, and that is going to give you the negative of Passé Composé with être. That's it for this series. Now with this, I have completed the series Passé Composé. If you have any questions or any queries related to past tense, you can mention them in the comment section below, and I'll see you soon with the next video. Till then, au revoir, à bientôt et bisous bisous.